Was that my cue? Finally, was that my cue? Listen, bud, I know the one ball rule doesn't apply. It's the 1 point rule that applies when it comes to South Africa. We'll get into the rugby in just a moment. So good to have Tasneem here. But right now, we're going to take you out of the bar, put you inside the kitchen. Why? Because it's the foot of the weekend. We want something that screams comfort. So warm up with your favorite one-pot chicken fajita mac and cheese meal. And if it's not your favorite, it will be. This dish promises to spice things up and add that comforting warmth enriched with creamy goodness that we crave at this time of the year. The ultimate comfort food for cozy winter evenings. And Chef Faith is here, who is going to give us a big, giant, figurative hug with this meal, because that's what it is. We need this kind of food. Faith, we love you. How are you, girl?
Good, good. How are you?
Very good.
I'm excited for this meal.
Because this is a fusion.
Yes.
We've got mac, we got cheese, we got fajita, we got chicken. This says nutritionally a beautifully balanced meal, but this is going to give you so much of what you love.
Exactly. The warmth, the creaminess, the cheesiness, everything.
I love it.
Yeah.
And we just combine. So I would imagine the stages are quite particular, though. So where do we start?
Okay, so we're going to start. So this meal is easy. It's like one pot. Everything goes in literally one pot. Okay, so we're going to start with the chicken.
Cool.
Do you want to come this side?
All right.
Okay, so we season our chicken.
Am I swinging across?
Yes. Okay, so we're going to start with the chicken.
Cool.
So we're going to brown our chicken first, okay? Because you don't want your chicken like soggy. You like it when it's like quite crispy.
Definitely. So you want to caramelize kind of the outside there. Okay, I get that.
And then we add a bit of salt, right?
Flavor.
Flavor. And then we add some pepper, okay? And then we're going to leave that, right? Then in our other pot, we're going to add butter. I always add butter into everything.
More butter, more better, yeah.
More butter because it makes it more creamy, more delicious.
There's a reason why we use the word enrich. And it's not just a flavor thing, it's a texture thing, it's a visual thing. It just ramps things up, right?
Exactly.
I love that.
So then we're just going to let that like melt a bit, right? Then we're going to add our onion.
All right. Nice and finely chopped.
Nice and finely chopped. Diced onion.
And obviously we're doing this for TV, so we are like combining stages, doing them concurrently, but you literally could do this step by step in the same pot, boom, done.
Yes. So what you can do is also, you can brown your chicken, right? Once it's done, then you take it out, you set it aside, right? In the same pot, because of all the flavors, you can actually add your onion, your peppers, and everything else in that pot. Yes.
So you almost kind of, would the term be like deglazing, kind of getting all the flavors off?
Yes.
Because there you can see the caramelization on the pot itself. You've got all that flavor ready to be absorbed.
Okay.
Okay,
then in here, we add your peppers, your red peppers, right? And then you add, I don't want to add too much, so a bit of your paprika.
Beautiful.
Right. And then I'm going to add...
I like that smokiness. And we're very lucky that I'm going to leave the chicken there. It seems to be doing its job beautifully. I like the fact that there's smoky flavors here. It's not too strong. Often we want to kind of... We want heat, but then we sacrifice flavor. But you can build up to good heat with a strong, spicy flavor profile, you know? So this doesn't have to scare people as a very spicy Mexican dish. This kind of eases you into that flavor palette. I love that.
Also, you don't want your food to be too spicy, then you don't enjoy your food.
You don't taste the flavor. For sure. I get that. And of course, we are enhancing this, and I'm going to use that word a lot, I have a feeling today, with some beautiful, beautiful cheese, because it is a mac and cheese plug-in. And here's the thing, and this is important to me, because I love it when companies kind of literally put their money where their mouth is and tie in their CSI, their social responsibility into their actual operational model. And what I love with Clover's limited edition heritage packs, and they celebrate Clover's long-standing relationship with South Africa, with a market that they absolutely love. Get this, with each purchase, Clover will donate 20 cents to the community projects that they've been a part of, kind of helping support, helping get going, that make a massive impact. And by using fresh milk, we ensure that our mac and cheese sauce is perfectly smooth and cheesy and beautiful as well for us, with a hint of milk's natural sweetness, balancing out, I think, what probably are going to be some pretty bold fajita flavors. I noticed some very particular spices going in there. So we've got our smoky paprika and then some fajita spice.
Yes. So you add that into your onions and your peppers. Can you smell? Can you already smell it?
I love it, and it's amazing how it turns on that kind of flavor profile button in your head. And I think it's vital that we take that into account, that what we see, what we smell informs what we will taste. It's an experience. It's absolutely beautiful. So
now,
I would normally have already drunk about 1.5 liters of this, and my wife would be screaming at me because there's not enough for the morning coffee or tea. So let's use this before I drink it up.
So now you're gonna add your pasta in here, right?
Right.
And then you add your stock, right?
Okay.
So the stock, you can do it either way. So what you can do is you can boil your pasta on the side, or what you can do is you can just boil it, add your stock in here, then it starts cooking.
I love that. Infuse. Yes. I'm all for that.
So you add your stock in here, then you're gonna add 2 cups.
Okay.
Right? You add 2 cups of your clover, right? For that extra creaminess also, right?
Because you need that sauce to tie everything together.
Yes. So I'm just gonna go in. It's in my head. I know what 2 cups is, okay? All right?
No, I think you reach a level as a chef where you intuitively just know metrics.
But at home you need 2 cups. You just have your cup, you add in there, then you just pour in there, right? Then you're gonna mix everything together. Right, then you're gonna let that simmer and thicken. It needs to be quite thick, right? And then when you are done, you add your chicken. This is why it's the one pot. You add it in there, and then you're gonna add your cheese on top. Then you just let it cook away. Then it's ready.
I love that. And I'm just looking at flavor on flavor on flavor on flavor.
Yes.
Absolutely love this. And it's not too intimidating. So if you want to have a little bit of fun, introduce your palate to some new flavors, maybe push the boat out a little bit. This is a great jumping off point. And you can find this recipe at expressoshow.com along with all of the culinary brilliance from today. And we're going to have a lot of fun in this space. We are going to push the boat out just a bit, but the flavors we are combining are bold and beautiful, just like our chef Faith. We'll be back in the kitchen in just a moment.